Hmm.
Welcome student in the second session of mathematics. Hope everybody has completed session 1 and the work assigned in that session. I asked you that I'll discuss question number 5 last bit in the next session. Hope everybody has completed. Those who are unable to do, they will listen to me right now, and those who have done, they will also listen carefully. This symbolize cube root. Cube root of x to the power 18, y to the power minus 12 and z cube. I told you when I was explaining you fractional indices, cube root means power 1 by 3, square root means power 1 by 4 or 1 by 2, fourth root means power 1 by 4, fifth root means power 1 by 5 and so on. So this is the symbol of cube root. So I write x to the power 18, the given expression, and whole to the power 1 by 3 because cube root means 1 by 3. Now we have power on power. We apply the next law of it on power. When we have power gets multiplied, so we multiply 1 by 3 with 18, 1 by 3 with minus 12 and 1 by 3 with 3, this way. Now 18 and 3 gets cancelled, we get 6, minus 12 gets cancelled by 3, we get minus 4, and 3 gets cancelled with 3, we get z to the power 1. Power 1 is not written, nothing is written, then it is power 1. So we get the answer this way. We avoid writing the answer in negative index, so we write the reciprocal of y to the power minus 4 to convert into a positive index. So answer is x to the power 6, z y to the power 4. Now we proceed further in the exercise. Question number 6 again has two parts. I'll explain this first part to you so you can do it easily. See, in question number 6 first part, we are multiplying x to the power m plus n into x to the power n plus l into x to the power l plus m. So remember that on multiplication powers get added, so add all the powers, and in the denominator we have power on power gets multiplied, so multiply 2 with all the powers inside the bracket and then apply the question number 6 second part. Square root of x to the power p minus q, square root of x to the power q minus r, and square root of r minus p is equal to 1. We have to prove it. So we start with the LHS part. We write the expression, given expression. Then root square root means power 1 by 2. So we write power 1 by 2 for each term. Then 1 by 2 we will multiply with both the term inside the bracket. P into 1 by 2 and q into 1 by 2, p by 2 minus r by 2, r by 2 minus p by 2. Now we are multiplying and the base is same, so powers get added. So minus p by 2, p by 2 minus q by 2 plus q by 2 minus r by 2 plus r by 2 minus p by 2. We add all the powers. You see all the powers get cancelled. Minus p by 2 minus q by 2 and plus q by 2 get cancelled. Minus r by 2 and plus r by 2 get cancelled, and minus p by 2 gets cancelled with p by 2. So what we are left with, x to the power 0. Any number with power 0 is equal to 1. Hence we verified that it is equal to 1. This was only asked in the question. Question number 7, then we do it. Again we have to do question number 7. We have to prove the given expression. So we copy the question and we start with the LHS part of the question. Question number 7. Student, remember the laws, the questions will become easy. X to the power p upon x to the power q whole to the power r into x to the power q upon x to the power r and whole to the power p. Next is x to the power r upon x to the power p and whole to the power q is equal to 1. We need to prove it. We copy down the LHS expression firstly. X to the power P upon x to the power Q whole to the power R into x to the power Q, x to the power R and whole to the power P into x to the power R, x to the power P and whole to the power Q. We have power on power as well as a division also. So what we do, firstly we apply the division law, then we will apply the power on power law. So what we'll get, x to the power on dividing powers get subtracted. So what we get, P minus Q, x to the power P minus Q in one bracket and multiplied by R. X to the power Q minus R and already we have power P. X to the power R minus P and already we have power Q. This way first we have applied the division law. That means we have subtracted the powers. Now power into power, power gets multiplied. So x to the power P into Q, PQ minus QR, x to the power QP minus RP into x to the power RQ minus PQ. Now base is same and we are multiplying, so we apply the product law on multiplication, powers get added, so we add all the powers. The power PR minus QR plus QP minus RP plus RQ minus PQ. Now we solve. PR plus and minus PR gets cancelled. Minus QR and plus QR gets cancelled. And this QP gets cancelled with minus QP. So what we are left with, x to the power 0, that is equal to 1. Hence verified. This was only asked in the RHS to prove. Question number 8 again has 4 bits. I'll do second and 4th bit for you. And before we do this question number 8, we'll remember the two identities. What are the two identities to be remembered? Remember, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. And the next identity is, this is the first. Second is a minus b into a square plus b square minus plus ab is equal to a cube minus b cube. These two identities to be remembered and it's going to be useful in the upcoming questions. We solve question number 8, second part. X to the power a, x to the power minus b, whole to the power a minus b. X to the power b, x to the power minus c, whole to the power b minus c. X to the power c, x to the power minus a, whole to the power c minus a is equal to 1. We need to prove. So again we copy down the LHS part. X to the power a upon x to the power minus b whole to the power a minus b. X to the power b upon x to the power minus c whole to the power b minus c, x to the power c upon x to the power minus a whole to the power c minus a. Now we apply firstly the division law. Base is same, so when base is same and we are dividing, we subtract the powers. So x to the power a minus b and whole to the power a minus b. Similarly, x to the power b minus c and whole to the power b minus c, x to the power c minus a and whole to the power c minus a. Minus minus will become plus, so we will get x to the power a plus b and whole to the power a minus b, x to the power b plus c and whole to the power b minus c, x to the power c plus a and whole to the power c minus a. Because this minus minus is getting positive, this again minus minus is getting positive 1. Now we have power on power, power on power, power gets multiplied, x to the power a plus b into a minus b, x to the power b plus c into, no need to write into sign, that is multiplication sign, no sign is there between the bracket, then it is multiplication, x to the power c plus a and c minus a. I told you the first identity, whenever you see a plus b into a minus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. So we apply the same identity here. A plus b into a minus b will give you a square minus b square into x to the power b square minus c square into x to the power c square minus a square. Now on multiplication, powers get added, so we add all the powers, a square minus b square plus b square minus c square plus c square minus a square. You find a square plus a square and minus a square is getting cancelled, minus b square and plus b square is getting cancelled, and plus c square and minus c square is getting cancelled. So what we get finally, x has no power, that is 0 power, and that is equal to 1, that is equal to RHS, and hence verified. This way we are going to do question number 8, second bit. Now we come to question number 8, fourth bit. Student, do your work very neatly in the copy. Do not skip the step. Copy the question neatly. Question number 8, fourth part. We have x square, x to the power a square upon x to the power b square and whole to the power 1 upon a plus b. X to the power b square, x to the power c square and whole to the power of 1 upon b plus c. X to the power c square upon x to the power a square and whole to the power 1 upon c plus a, that is equal to 1. We copy down the LHS part firstly. X to the power a square, x to the power b square and whole to the power 1 upon a plus b. X to the power b square, x to the power c square, 1 upon b plus c is the power, x to the power c square, x to the power a square, and whole to the power 1 of 1 plus c plus a, 1 upon c plus a. Firstly, we apply the division law. On division, power gets subtracted, so I write a square minus b square, 1 upon a plus b, x to the power b square minus c square, whole to the power 1 upon b plus c, x to the power c square minus a square, whole to the power 1 upon c plus a. Again we apply identity 1. In place of a square minus b square, now what we can write? A plus b and a minus b. So x to the power a plus b, a minus b upon a plus b, x to the power b plus c, b minus c into 1 upon b plus c, x to the power c plus a, c minus a into 1 upon c plus a. So we find a plus b and a plus b get cancelled, b plus c and b plus c get cancelled, c plus a and c plus a gets cancelled. What we are left with? X to the power a minus b into x to the power b minus c into x to the power c minus a. On multiplication, powers get added. So x to the power a minus b, we add all the powers, plus b minus c plus c minus a. What's get eliminated? A gets eliminated with minus a, minus b gets eliminated with plus b, and minus c gets eliminated with plus c. What we are left with? X to the power 0, that is equal to 1, that is equal to RHS. Verified. Then question number 9, again of the same. First we apply the division law and then we'll apply the second identity. So you will be able to solve question number 9 easily, or hint is given there. Today's assignment will be from question number 6 to question number 11. I come to question number 10 now. Question number 10, second part I'll do for you. Question number 10 again has two parts. I'll do second part for you. Question number 10, they are saying evaluate. That means we are looking for the value. So we find the value. Before that we write the question. 1 plus x to the power a minus b plus 1 plus x to the power b minus e. This is the given expression. Firstly, I convert negative to positive index like this. 1 upon, in place of x to the power a minus b, can I write x to the power a upon x to the power b? 1 plus x to the power b upon x to the power a. Now what will this LCM will become? X to the power b. So what we'll get here? This LCM will be multiplied with the numerator. So what we'll get here? X to the power b plus x to the power a plus. Again x to the power a becomes the LCM. So what we'll get here? X to the power a plus x to the power b. If we have denominator and a denominator, then that second denominator comes to the numerator. So what can we write? X to the power b will come in the numerator And what we are left with? X to the power b and x to the power a. Similarly, denominator and the denominator, that second denominator will come to the numerator. It will become x to the power a upon. Now what is the LCM? X to the power b plus a, x to the power b plus x to the power a. Here also x to the power a plus x to the power b. What will be the LCM? Both have the same LCM. So we write x to the power a plus x to the power b. What we will get in the numerator are both same. X to the power a plus b, x to the power a plus x to the power b, both are same. That's get eliminated. And what we get? 1. So 1 is the value of the given expression. Hope you have understood question number 10, second bit. I come to question number then. 11 is your homework. 11 you have to do of your own. Then question number 12 I will solve for you. Up to question number 12 is the home assignment for today. You have to do up to question number 12 in your fair notebook. Question number 12, they are saying simplify. What we are going to simplify? X to the power 2n plus 3 into x to the power 2n plus 1 and n plus 2, x to the power 3 to the power 2n plus 1, x to the power n and 2n plus 1. This is the given expression. So firstly, x to the power 2n plus 3 we'll write as it is. First we will solve this. When we have two powers, first we will find the product of those powers. So 2 to x to the power 2n plus 3 as it is, and I multiply with this. So 2n will be multiplied with n as well as with 2, and this one will be multiplied with 1, n as well as with 2. So what we get? 2n into n will give you 2n square. 2n into 2 will give you plus 4n. 1 plus n into give you plus n. 1 plus into 1 plus 1 into plus 2 will give you plus 2. I have multiplied the given expression. Similarly, do in the denominator. X to the power 3 into 2n, 3 to the 6n, plus this 3 will be multiplied with this as well as with 1. X to the power 2n square plus n. Now on multiplication, powers get added. Before we add the powers, first we simplify. 4n plus n will become 5n. So we add. Firstly, the dot shows that we are going to multiply these two expressions and the base is same. So we add the powers. 2n plus 3 plus 2n square. 4n plus 1n will become plus 5n and plus 2. What will get in the denominator? 6n plus 3 plus 2n square plus n. So what we get here? X to the power, first you write the power 2 term, that is with the highest power we start writing 2n square, then 5n and plus 2n will become 7n, plus 3 and plus 2 will become plus 5. What will get in the denominator? Firstly, x to the power 2n square, 6n plus 1n, 7n, and 3 plus 3 only. Now we have simplified the numerator as well as the denominator. Both are having numerator and denominator. The base is same. So we apply the division law. Powers get subtracted. So we subtract the powers. What we'll get? X to the power 2n square plus 7n plus 5 minus 2n square plus 7n plus 3. Now we subtract it, so what we'll get here? X to the power 2n square plus 7n. Wait, I'll write in the next step. X to the power 2n square plus 7n plus 5 minus 2n square minus 7n minus 3. So 2n square gets cancelled, 7n and 7n gets cancelled, plus, so we are left with x to the power 5 minus 3. X to the 5 minus 3 is x to the power 2. So x square is the answer. So what we ended today's session. Before I end today's session, I asked you to complete up to question number 12 in your fair notebook. Up to yesterday in session 1 you completed up to question number 5. From question number 6 to question number 12 we'll complete today. And the next remaining parts we'll do questions, we'll do it tomorrow. Those who do not have book, I'll send a photo of the questions on the same Google classes. Please copy down the question from there and do it in your fair notebook. Thank you students. Be safe and be happy and stay safe.